When I was told that I had been named a Mindstretcher Distinguished Alumnus, I was both honored and surprised. Me? Are you sure you got the right Kulkarni Venugopal Vasant? See, I'm no sparkly diamond. Just a simple little rock tumbling his way through some surprisingly sparkly situations. But then I realized that's exactly why I'm standing here today. It's not about perfection, no. It's about courage. The courage to try, to explore, to seek new opportunities. I'm infinitely grateful to Mindstretcher for this honor and for teaching me to draw from that infinite well of courage. In 2019, my grandfather was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and my family and I had to hurtle back to India. Leaving Singapore was heartbreaking, and adapting to a new school system was tougher than I'd anticipated. Then, just as I was finding my footing, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Confined to remote learning in a new environment, my adventures seemed to screech to a halt. The silence was suffocating. I was lost, unmotivated, unsure of how to navigate this new reality. It wasn't some innate courage that pushed me forward. It was a slow realization that I had to do something, anything, to break out of this stifling routine. At first, it was terrifying. I remember the knot in my stomach as I joined the newly minted literary book club in my school. It was like stepping to a stage without knowing any lines. But those strangers, they eventually ended up becoming some of my closest friends, my supporting cast. Cautiously excited, I launched a school astronomy club, sharing my passion for physics, mathematics, and space. Slowly but surely, the knot inside of me loosened, and I became more comfortable outside of my comfort zone. I started taking more risks and decided to take economics during my IB, a subject I had zero experience in. I started pursuing my fringe interest in linguistics more seriously and found great success. I even tried my hand at performing music with some of my friends, and I hit some notes that were, let's just say, unique. There were adventures that didn't quite work out. There were days where I questioned if I could keep it up, but I clung to this stubborn pebble of grit deep inside of me. And in the end, courage prevailed. I learned to embrace the unknown. It's okay to not be an expert at everything. It's okay to not achieve perfect scores or found clubs. It's about finding joy in the process of learning. Courage was the gateway to knowledge I never even knew existed. When I landed back in Singapore for national service, still a humble rock at heart, some extraordinary doors opened up. Like the day I randomly encountered Mr. Alvin Kwek of Mindstretcher fame at a public speaking event. Despite my nervousness, I worked up the courage to speak to him. And that one insignificant risk rolled into an opportunity to return to Mindstretcher as a volunteer master speakers coach. Soon, I'll be heading off to NUS as a computer science student. It's a bit scary. I sometimes still feel like a little rock. And I know there'll be plenty of boulders all around me. But you know what? I'm ready to learn. Setbacks will arise, but I know that I can and I will overcome them. To the young pebbles hearing this, don't feel underestimated. Have courage. Your grit is the true gemstone. When challenging situations inevitably come knocking at your door, don't be afraid. Embrace new challenges. Confront your fears. Take the initiative to approach new opportunities with a growth mindset. It's the only way to unleash your blazing, trailblazing potential. To Mindstretcher, my family, my teachers, and all those who've supported me along this journey, I extend my deepest gratitude. Thank you, and may courage continue to light the path ahead for each and every one of us pebbles, chiseling away at something truly remarkable.